Chào mừng tất cả các bạn đến với kênh Dạy Tiếng Việt Tiếng Miền Nam cho người nước ngoài. In this video, I will answer your question that you comment in previous videos. Okay, let's see the first question. The question comes from Heyeon Jing Jang. If we meet for the first time, can we call ourselves mình, even if the stranger, the new person, may look older than you? If we address ourselves mình, is that considered like rude? It depends. This is a nice question because in English we have just one way to address yourself, I, me, right? Well, that depends much on the situation and the gender of the person. If that person is a man, you shouldn't address him wrong because that's gonna be rude. If he's older than you and you say to him that okay, mình chào bạn instead of em chào anh, that's gonna be rude and you're gonna see like disrespectful to older people. But if you address a woman but you say like mình chào bạn, that's fine because women like to be seen as younger than their age. So that's a really nice question. Second question comes from Retro Game Best. How do Southern Vietnamese people tell the difference certain words if the low rising tone and the high broken tone sound the same? It depends on the context. There are many English words that sound the same but have difference in meaning. For example, like son and daughter, you know what the word son mean, right? But if I say sun and the moon, you know what does it mean? It's the same for Vietnamese tongue. Học võ, martial art, you know. Võ bọc is the dropper. See, that's the situation, okay? The third question comes from Jeff Wingo. I have a couple of issues. First, R in Vietnamese is not like R in English word like in rain. The second thing is the S. Sometimes it's pronounced as sh. Sometimes it's pronounced as s in your example. Okay, so there are two parts in your question. First, the R. I didn't say that it's the same. I have never said that it's the same in R in English, but it is similar in R. So let's see what's the difference. What is the specific difference between R in English and R in Vietnamese? Okay, we have the words like this. Rice mean rice in English, and rai. Okay, these words have no meaning in Vietnamese, but I just want to make it sound familiar in rice in the English word. Okay, so rice, right? So when pronounce R in English, you have to move your lips a little bit forward like that. Rice, and make like rice. But in Vietnamese, it's rai. So you don't move your lips forward. Right. Instead, you just say it softly. Right. And the position of the tongue, you move your tongue low back. And touch the top of your mouth. Right. With the Vietnamese version, it's very soft. Right, and very quick. Your tongue is very relaxed. But with the other one in English, rice. That's basically the difference between these sounds, and I hope that's gonna make you understand more about that. Okay, actually that's a nice question. Thank you, because pronunciation always the hardest part for Vietnamese language. Okay, let's move to the next question. Confrontational. So words ending with C is sometimes spoken with closed lip and sometimes is open with lip. You know what? It is not what consonant it ends with. It is the vowel combined with that C that make your mouth close or open. For example, if you start with AC, it's always open. But with OC, it's always close your mouth. Up. I'm gonna make more about this, and again, this is about the pronunciation, so yeah, you need to try more on this. The next question, number 6, is from Vincent Chang. My first question to SVFF in 2017 is, how do gay and lesbian couples say I love you to each other. Recently, my country is debating the legality of gay and lesbian marriage. Of course, there are pros and cons. And how do parents say I love you to their children? My best thanks. I thank you very much for the question. I know why you are concerned about gay and lesbian because I was talking about how to say I love you in Vietnamese. And when we talk about addressing yourself and someone else, you have to worry about other people gender and age, right? For gay couple or lesbian couple when they're in love, how they address if they are in the same gender. Um, in my I think that even they are the same gender in love, they also divide who is the husband and who is the wife. Okay, so one is wife and one is husband. The wife gonna address herself em, and the other one anh. So if the wife want to talk to her husband, I love you, just say em yêu anh, and vice versa. The second thing, how parents say I love you to their children. If you are a mom, you address yourself mẹ or má, mẹ yêu con, and address your children con, right? It doesn't matter that it's the boys or girls, just mẹ yêu con is for all of your children. Ba yêu con. But I have to say that this is not very common to address to say I love you in Vietnamese, even from parents to children. I think that's because we don't express our feelings a lot. Keep them inside and do the best thing for them. We don't say it out loud. But it's very nice to ask that question. The seventh question is also from Vincent Chang. Let's assume that I order lunch in KFC, and KFC staff may ask me, for here or to go, what is Vietnamese version for here to go? If I want to reply with KFC, I would like to say dying or take away. How to say dying and take away in Vietnamese? Okay, very nice question for the real situation. So I think that you have been in KFC a lot, right? That's very good. So when you come into KFC's restaurant, they're gonna first ask you, you wanna eat here, go away? Dạ, chị or anh, ăn ở đây hay mang về? If you want to stay here to eat, you're gonna say like this, ăn ở đây. But if take away, mang về. Just simple as that. Okay, the next question is from Nhàn Nguyễn. Wow, your name is from Vietnamese. So I think that you're born in foreign country and now you need to learn Vietnamese, right? Hey anh, I heard some interviews in Saigon and many people was pronouncing the V as in V in English instead of ya. Is there any reason why people are changing it? I have lived in Southern California and everyone speaks Southern Vietnamese. Is it because the influence of Northern Vietnamese or the influence of English language? I don't understand this much. So you mean that when you live in California, you heard that someone say va as va, not ya as I usually say, right? Oh, so you asked that whether the English language influenced that V sound or the Northern accent influenced that V sound. Okay, I see that. You know what? I'm not living long enough to experience the whole process of changing from V to D, D to V. I didn't know that before that, whether they say D or V. But at the moment in Saigon, we still do that. We still say V as va. And most of other people say V as ya. And that's totally okay. They are still considered like the Southern accents. But if you ask me who influenced that, I'm sorry that I don't know. But I just recommend you to pronounce a ya. It sounds exactly like in Ho Chi Minh City. Okay, next question. Wesley Trung, you said that you would discuss in this video tao and mày is used informally to people that are closer to you. But I always hear it's used to be in an aggressive manner or when someone is trying to scold you, which is why I never use it. Oh, very nice question. Tao, mày. When I was at my high school, I used this all the time with my friends. Tao, mày, because we are so close to each other. That is used for, very, very informal situation. Is this totally okay to say tao mày if you are very close to each other? But when you talk to someone like not close, at first you address yourself tôi, bạn or em, anh. In that formal situation, you are not close, right? But when you are in an argument, you cannot control yourself. You're gonna change to tao mày. In that case, tao mày is not used for friends or closeness, but this is used to show that hate that person. You address yourself tao and mày. Okay, so the same word, but depend on each situation. You can see that which one is for friendship and which one for the arguments. Okay, so tao mày, that's very nice question. So if you use to your friend, it's okay. It doesn't mean that you hate your friend or you and your friend in an argument or something. It's still okay if you use to your friend. Don't say it to your mom or your dad or your teacher. Okay, next question. Ang Yui. Wow, that's a nice name. Hello SVFF. I would like to know why my mom's always pronounce S like in sh, milk sure, and cuốn sách as in s. That is a very, very cute question. That's the way it is. Consonant that start with X is pronounced S, as in sun or Sunday. Okay, for example, xe, cộ, xã, hội. But any words that start with S like in sun or song in English, will pronounce sh, as in shock or in shy in English. For example, sung sướng, like you say, cuốn sách, sạch sẽ. But if sometimes you heard that your mom pronounce some words start with S, and sometimes she say sa, that means she was pronouncing it wrong. Sometimes people make mistake, but the true pronunciation for S is always sh. Okay, thank you for your question. The next question is from Imaginary Diva 1. Can you explain the difference in the South and the North Vietnamese accent? Why are so many words that are different, and it's very overwhelming when I visit Vietnam and everyone have a strong Northern accent. You know what? This is kind of very wide question. I cannot answer in this video clip all of this, but I'm gonna make it short like this. If you are an expert in Vietnamese, okay, you can understand every accent easily. It's just like in English. When I first start studying American accent, I never understand UK accents or the British. But when you know it well, it's not different, just the way they pronounce it, right? Okay, so the difference here, they have many of them. I just list something like this. The vocabulary is the first thing. Okay, so there are some words that are used different from the north than from the south. For example, if you call a pig, an animal, pig, in the north we call lợn. In the south we call heo. Or corn, in the north we call ngô. In the south we call bắp. So there are some funny questions like tại sao lợn ăn ngô mà heo lại ăn bắp? Because the difference between us, we have some jokes about that. If you translate to English, it's just nonsense. Why pig eats corn, but pig eats corns? Or another example is the spoon. In the north we call thìa. In the south we call muỗng. Or the bowl. In the north we call bát. In the south we call chén, tô. Another difference in the north and the south accent is the pronunciation. For example, the v, z, and y. In the north accent, they pronounce totally different. But in the south, all of them mostly pronounce as y. For example, vui vẻ, gia giáo, dạ, dào. For the northern accents, vui vẻ, gia giáo, dạt dào. With the southern accent, especially who are from Ho Chi Minh City, they're gonna pronounce like this: vui vẻ, gia giáo, dạt dào. Okay, you know, there's a lot of difference. Don't worry about that so much. If you learn Vietnamese enough, you can understand every accent from everywhere, from the north, the central, and the southern. Everywhere you can understand. It's just like English. When I study American accents, you know, I don't know any accent. I cannot understand the UK accent and especially the Indian accents. And now I can understand a little bit of it because I keep learning, and listen to them, and that's gonna make me, you know, easier to understand right now. That is also the last question of today. I hope that this video is helpful for you. If you have any more questions, just comment below. I promise I'm gonna answer every question, you know, in the next video. Please give me some feedback on the form below. If you have any suggestion for our lesson and, you know, video, just say it. We can help you with your Vietnamese learning. And that's all. That's all for today. And finally, tạm biệt và hẹn gặp lại.